Hi YouTube, I'm here to do my exciting INGLOTS review swatches phenomenon. INGLOTS is a company that we have finally started hearing about. They are originally from Poland and they're extremely popular in Poland and from what I hear other places in Europe. But they haven't been in the US for very long. In fact, I think it's just a little over a year, maybe a little more than that now. There's not very many stores. There's one in New York, there's one in New Jersey, one in Newport Beach, California, one in Miami, and two in Las Vegas. So I went to a INGLOT store and I got a bunch of stuff. I got two of their large palettes, which I haven't filled up yet, and one small palette. Now, they have what's called the Freedom System there, so basically you get there and there's all these colors laid out, and then you can choose the size of your palette, and they're relatively cheap, and you can also choose the shape. Now, I got the circular ones. They also have one that's square. Now, I really recommend the square ones because you actually get more product for what you're paying. The square ones are $50 for the 10 color, and I want to say $30 for the 5 color. Now, these are $45 and $25, but you do definitely get less product. When I was there, a lot of the colors that I wanted were currently out of stock in the square ones, so I just decided to get all of the round ones since I wanted to be consistent and they match. The other cool thing is they're the same size as a MAC shadow, so if I wanted to in the future put them all in one big palette, they would just blend in really nicely with my MAC shadows, so that was kind of a reason. Now, the other cool thing is they have their way their palettes work. Let me just kind of show you. It's a magnetic lid that goes on there. The best way to get it off is to kind of rotate it like that. Then it comes off. It has all these little magnets on the four corners. And then when you put the lid on, it snaps in place every time, which I really like. The other cool thing is that they're stackable. Now, you can stack them like this with the lids on, which makes them not quite, I mean, they're not going to come apart unless you like through it. So I could technically stack them like so. Or the other cool thing is if you want to reduce on your space, you can take the lid off of one. So here's one with the lid, you see, and the one without. And then I would just stack them like so. And same thing with my smaller one. I could technically, it has to stack on the bottom. It doesn't stick obviously to the top like it does. But see, now I have all three and I only have one lid. So like, okay, so when you buy the shadows, they come in just like a pan form, and they will put them in there for you, but I decided to do it on my own. For one, I want to really kind of play with the order of them and make sure I get them in a good order so that it's something I'm happy with, because from what I've heard, they're extremely magnetic and it's very hard to get them out. You want to use a safety pin and just kind of poke the corners up, and that does work, but it is hard. I've heard of people chipping them. Alright, so I have put my palettes all together. I put my eyeshadows in them. I'm so excited. The other thing I did that I thought was really handy, hopefully you guys can see that, is I labeled what they are. So now I know for sure which one it is. So say I kind of just taped it on with some Scotch tape. I'll probably end up redoing those soon and maybe doing like a sticky of some sort, something a little more permanent, but I think this is a good idea. Alright, so we're going to start with this, and this is my colors. Hopefully they're not getting completely washed out, but the swatches definitely will do more justice on them. Okay, so this is the first color, this yellow color here. Hopefully you can see that. That's pretty much a matte with some glitter in it, and that is color DS 474. Next, this orangey color here is Pearl 407. It's kind of like a light orange copper color, very unique. This middle one is Pearl 399. It's kind of like a metallic mauve pink color, I would say. It's kind of like a grayish pink. This one is one of their DS 487. So again, it's matte and it's going to have a little sparkle on top of it. Very pretty. And then next one up above, this kind of red color. It comes off a little more red on my hand. I mean, on my swatch. But it's like reddish brown, kind of like a brick red would be my best color. Very unique. I don't have anything like that. That's the AMC 55. Moving down here, we have AMC Shine number 24. It's like a metallic teal. It's got a lot of like blue and green, like reflex kind of glitter color to it. It's very pretty. This one right here is DS 504, and it's a teal, a matte teal, and it's got a lot of glitter in it as well. Then we have this one here. This is Pearl 414, one of my favorites. It's a forest green. It's kind of a metallic color, but it really has like a grayish black undertone to it. It's absolutely gorgeous and totally unique. I really love that color. Can't wait to play with that. Moving along to this one. This is Pearl 429, and that's like a good like periwinkle blue, like a bright periwinkle color, which is really unique. It's something I've never really seen. I have a pigment that I mix myself that looks very much like that, but I've never really seen a color like that from any of the other companies. The one up above is the DS 491. It's just a really true bright purple matte with that glitter again. Very similar to Makeup Forever number 92, one of the most famous purples there is on YouTube. So that's the first palette. So moving on to my small neutral palettes. This one has 5 colors. It's my highlights and my transitions. So the first one here is like the basic white. You've heard me talk about how much I hate the Wet n Wild shimmery white colors just because they're chalky and horrible. This one's so much better. This is AMC Shine number 35 on the bottom here. Just a white metallic, kind of silvery almost. The next one, hopefully you can see that a little better, is kind of like a white gold color. That's AMC Shine number 30. Really pretty there. The one right above it, I know they look really similar on my hand, but this one's got more yellow to it. It's definitely a little bit more of a deeper gold color, and I love gold eyeshadow. I wear a lot of it, so I definitely thought I needed both. That's AMC Shine number 08. The next one, which you can hardly even see, is my matte 390. It's just kind of a light tan matte, almost gray. That's just going to be a great transition color for me. It's really obviously close to my skin tone, so that's kind of why I chose it. And then the top one here is DS 461, and hopefully if I get a little closer you can see it does have a little bit of glitter in that one. It's just kind of a light brown, more of a warm brown. And again, that's going to make a good medium transition color for me. So that's why I chose those. That's my neutral palette. Let me give you a better view of it. Okay, there you go. I'm going to be right back with moving along to the last palette. It's the darker of my neutrals. Give you kind of an overview here of my colors. Okay, so starting off down below here, this is really pretty. Again, I love my golds. It's a little bit more of a coppery gold, and that's Pearl 404. This next one right here is Pearl 433, and it's almost like a green gold. It's got a lot of green undertones. I want to call it a pirate's gold color. This middle one here is kind of a purplish brown, and that's Pearl 402. Up here is AMC Shine number 42. It's kind of a metallic brown, very similar to Mulch from MAC. This one here is AMC Shine number 18. And this is a dark gunmetal gray. It's got a lot of blue undertones to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This one right here is a matte 348. It's just a gray, but it's a very cool tone. Excuse me, it's a very warm toned gray. Blah. This is a very warm toned gray, really nice, neutral, good color to mix. This one right here is DS471, and that's a real good like olive army green with, it's a matte with some glitter in it. I think that'll be great for fall. This one here is DS502, and it's a gray, again, with a lot of purple in it, but it's a matte. And then it has that glitter in there. This one is DS459. It's more of a dark brown. It's definitely a warm tone brown, and it's a matte, again, with that glitter. I love that finish. This last one I was really excited about. I know a lot of people have talked about this one on the internet. It's AMC 64 matte black with a ton of gold glitter in it. I don't know if you are going to be able to see that, but it's really, really glittery and fun. The great thing about the Inglot's colors is that their glitter doesn't fall out the way MAC's glitter does. It's definitely going to give you a little fallout, which you can expect with the glitter, you know. But not nearly as much as MAC. With MAC, I find that the glitter just completely disappears on my eye, and then later on I see it sparkling on my cheek and it drives me insane. These colors, I have not had any problems so far. I will definitely keep you updated if it becomes a problem. But so far so good. I love my Inglot's colors. I highly recommend you guys try and check them out. I know there's been some problems because you can't buy Inglots online. And unfortunately, you know, the stores are limited, like I was saying. So one of the great things the guy who was helping me told me is that you can contact any of the Inglot stores. Here's the information on the one I went to. And you can call or shoot them an email, and they can set up an order, charge your card over the phone, and ship it to you. And I believe you can do that at all of the stores in the U.S., but I've definitely heard so for this one and the one in New York. So Encore, Purse Buzz, a bunch of the big people have Inglots, and they have great reviews and great swatches, and I hope my swatches help you too. Go by the swatches. Don't go by what's on their website. Their website photos are horrible, horrible, horrible. And just a review of the finishes really quick for you. Finishes, so the matte is obviously matte. The DS finish is going to be the matte. It's a real creamy matte though. And it's going to have a little bit of glitter in it. The AMC is very much like the DS formula, only it has extra glitter. Like, the plain AMC is just going to have extra glitter. So you can see, like, this is a DS. These are both DS, which it definitely has glitter. And then this black one is the AMC, and you can see it's got way more glitter. And I believe the AMCs are all gold glitter, but don't quote me on that. And then there's also the pearl finish. So up here is a matte. Up here is a matte. Then this is DS, all of these three here. And then this is an AMC. And then like down below, this is an AMC Shine, which is kind of like, it's like the metallic with like crazy glitter. That's the metallic with the crazy glitter. And then the pearl is exactly like it says, just like a metallic, no big chunky glitter. So those are the, 5 finishes. I think I said 4 before, but once again, please check out Inglots. I think it's a fabulous, fabulous company. I am really, really fortunate to have been able to go to an Inglot store and buy everything that I did. Again, look at how cool they are. I just love them. And I will definitely keep you posted, and I'm going to be doing some tutorials with my Inglots colors. And that's that. So thanks so much for watching again. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, rate, all of those fabulous things that we do here on YouTube. Yeah. Alright, guys. See you next time. Bye.